Hey guys, time for a little rant. A long time ago, I did a video entitled something like, which one do I use, English or metric for measuring because they both kind of suck. I don't know, that wasn't exactly the title, but it was something along those lines. And basically, both the methods that I talked about using the American style way of measuring with like inches and feet versus like centimeters and meters, what they use in Britain and basically everywhere else, they both kind of have their strong points and their weak points. I keep getting a lot of comments on that video and other videos talking about how much one is a pain in the ass and one is so much better and blah blah blah. The thing is, if you are on the metric system and you've been doing the metric system forever, well, yeah, no shit, that way it's going to be a whole lot easier. But if you grew up westernized in the United States, we use inches and feet, and that's basically easier for us. And it's not a matter of the fact that one is based on the 10 system and basically makes a little bit more sense because we have 10 fingers, 10 toes, and it's a whole lot easier to count that way. But it's whatever you're presented with growing up that makes the difference on whether it's easier or not. So yeah, adding things up by inches and feet and yards and miles and all that stuff, yeah, that can be kind of a pain in the ass. But again, if that's what if that's what you grew up with and that's what you're used to, then yeah, that's going to be easier. So the debate goes on and on and on as far as which one is better, which one is worse, and the Americans need to kind of get their asses in gear and change over to that system, or the rest of the world kind of needs to go back to what the British Empire basically came up with a long time ago with their system of measure, which we ironically still use as Americans. The bottom line is, if you want to be successful and not sound like basically a punk, learn both methods. And it might not be easy to learn one way or another. I know back in, I want to say it was like the 60s or 70s or something, they tried to teach everyone in the United States how to use the metric system, and it was an epic freaking failure. All right, it didn't catch, and no one was really into it. But the reality is, the world uses both systems. So you can do one of two things. You can either whine and bitch and basically talk shit that this one's better than that, or these people are lazy, or whatever. Or you can learn both. I recommend you suck it up, you man the hell up, and you learn both of them, because that makes you much more marketable. That makes you a whole lot more mature than the other ones that are just posting comments saying how how stupid the Americans are, or how far behind one culture is versus another. Man the hell up, learn both methods if you want to be successful. And that carries over into a million other things that you do in your life, not just measuring. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, whines, bitches, moans, and groans, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.